Hi everyone, it's Ann from the Licking Park District, and I'm out doing another park highlight. This time I'm at Taft Reserve. Now, how many of you are familiar with this park and know that it's less than 10 minutes from downtown Newark? It also happens to be our largest park at 425 acres, and it's split into Taft Reserve North and Taft Reserve South. So I'm going to start at Taft Reserve North. I'm going to show you a little bit about what the parking looks like, some of the features. We're going to go on a hike, and then a little later we're going to do Taft Reserve South. This is an excellent park to get away from it all. Taft Reserve North, where I'm at now, is characterized more by some mature forest, whereas Taft Reserve South has a little bit more of an open habitat. It's used for horseback riding, hiking, mountain biking. So I hope you enjoy today's little walk, and I hope you get out here in person. Okay, we are at the parking lot at Taft Reserve North. This is off Flint Ridge Road, and as I said, a short drive from Newark. It is set up as kind of a half circle, so it's very convenient if you're bringing a horse trailer. As you can see, we have some horseback riders out today. But again, this is multi-purpose trail. There is an outhouse and picnic tables right at the trailhead, so you can make use of those. We're gonna head back on the trail. Now, the trails at Taft are not the kind of wide manicured trails you may find at some of our parks, like in Mount. So this one, just be prepared. Bring proper footwear. If it's a wet, muddy day, you're definitely going to encounter some wet spots. It's a great park for wildlife viewing. I'm out here early in the morning, and there's lots and lots of birds. So there will be some segments where I'm walking where I'm just going to let you enjoy the bird song. But with any time you're out, be sure to look for the little things. I'm seeing lots of pollinators. As I go, I'm going to take a photo of this little guy. So this butterfly right here. So just use those senses, enjoy your hike as you go. So Taft is our largest park. So before you head out, make sure you check out the map, which is on our website, which is lickingparkdistrict.com. The intersections are marked by numbered trail markers. So plan out ahead where you think you want to go, or print out and bring the map with you. Now we're going to head at this T intersection to the right. And you can see it's fairly thick vegetation. It's earlier successional, so younger woods and shrubs. And when I use the term succession, I'm talking about the natural process that land goes through from bare ground all the way to mature forest. And each stage is a successional stage. So with this thick understory and younger looking trees, we know that this is kind of younger wood. There's lots of birds singing. And I am going to try to find one. Oh, and here I'm going to point out, when hiking, this is one plant to be aware of. Leaves of free, let it be, our poison ivy. But I'm looking up in the canopy. You guys hopefully can hear some of the bird song. And I'm going to try to find the eastern towhee, which I can hear singing. Now, oftentimes, when you're looking at birds, you get to find them in this type of view, or you're underneath them. It's hard to tell what they are. This guy is keeping his rear to us. I can tell with the reddish rufous brown sides and the black back that this is an eastern towhee. They tend to say, "Drink your tea," and their alarm call kind of sounds like towhee, towhee. Here you can hear him singing, and you can see his coloration. The female would be a chocolate brown, where Heath is black, and he actually has red eyes. And here's a photo, a still, so you can see him a little more up close. And we're going to continue. So I've stopped again just to take a moment. I've actually flushed a deer out and got puffed at here. So you're going to see lots of deer, as well as I've seen a rabbit already and different other mammals. There's one that I'm listening to that is actually a type of warbler, which are small little birds, often colorful. They're migratory, and the one I'm looking for is the American redstart. And here he is. So he's going to be black with some orange markings. They tend to flit around and are also hard to see, so here's a photo I managed to capture. So it's always fun to see them. So now we've moved into an area where it's much older wood. It's a little bit hard to tell probably from the video, but it is a very tall canopy, lots of older, bigger trees, a lot of maple and beech and oak in here. And we've got a really neat ravine to the right. So there's some topography in this park, some hills. It's not just all flat. And it's just a very beautiful spot. You'll see kind of birds that like mature woodlands, like pileated woodpeckers in this area. And as always, when you're hiking, make sure that you're using all of those senses. Can you hear the peeping that I heard? This is right on the trail. And I'm going to find a safe place farther away so I don't disturb it. And I'm going to show you what we're doing. So first I saw this. And then Mom came to visit. So this is a downy woodpecker. It's a female. We know that because there's no red spot on her head. And she is taking care of nestlings, which is what we were hearing as I was walking. So she's bringing insects on a very regular basis for the young. And they're very protected. Cavity nesters have lower nest predation because it's much harder to get access to them. You can see that small perfectly round hole. And here's a still of her so you can see her markings. So we're going to continue on, and we're getting close to the end of the loop. I did a smaller loop today. There's miles of trails here, so you can take a hour-long hike, or you could take a full day hike. It's up to you what you decide. If you're doing a whole day, make sure you're bringing water, and make sure you're bringing snacks. And so I know I'm getting closer to the parking lot because I have this field on the right. This is a great spot to look for deer and other wildlife. This is actually the edge of the park property. And there's a lot of this tree species here. So you can see that it has a lot of thorns. This is honey locust, and it has a great defense system. You would not want to mess with this tree. So I'm just going to let you guys enjoy the sounds as I hike. So I hope you've enjoyed this short little jaunt through our Taft Reserve North. There's a few visitors to the park that want to say goodbye. So we have a couple American crows right close to where I'm going to enter the parking lot area again. Crows are actually very fascinating to watch. These two are a little bit, I think, curious, but also wary of me being here. Crows are incredibly intelligent, and in a later program I might focus on them and talk about all the things that make them unique. They're in the corvid family, so they're related actually to blue jays and magpies and ravens. But that whole group is a group of birds that they're really just now learning about their intelligence levels and tool use and things such as that. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you get out to this park soon and see what it's all about. And I hope you have a good day. Thank you.